A person, after setting a goal, there is no good and bad goal, but there is only good and bad strategy to implement this goal. There are two stories, and let's look at the first story first. Alex went for a job interview. This company has a lot of business in foreign countries, so Alex was required to write email in English. Alex knows that his English is not good enough. In order to improve his English ability, he bought a few English books and download English learning software. Every day learns from the software, learn pronunciation, and memorize the sentences. When he has extra time, he will take out his English book and start reading, and try to memorize the sentences in the book. So everyday reading, followed by memorizing, after half a year passed, his English should be good, right? But no. Once, a foreigner came to the company, he tried to communicate, but when he was going to speak, he was stuttering, simply cannot come up with a complete sentence. Did you notice what went wrong with Alex? If you didn't notice, continue with the second story. Ben is also learning English, but not because of business needs, but in order to go abroad to travel when convenient. In order to learn English, he developed such a set of methods. First of all, he bought all the books about daily life, because he is going abroad to travel. Then he divides English into 3 parts: understand what others say, know how to write, and do the corresponding training methods for these 3 parts. On the way to and from work, he will put on his headphones and listen repeatedly, half an hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening, to read and memorize. He also registered a foreign website account, every day adhere to write a small simple blog, and interact with other foreign netizens. A year later, when Ben went to travel abroad, a foreigner saw him speak English well, asked him how long he had learned, and when he knew it was only a year, the foreigner was shocked. Now, do you see what's wrong with Alex? A lot of people are talking about inefficient efforts, and Alex's approach is a completely inefficient effort. Because doing things entirely based on feeling, unstructured, without any purpose, and paying the same labor is always the least rewarding. For example, in high school, there are always a lot of people, every day bury their heads, study hard every day, but the results are still mediocre. But every year, when the top students share how they spend their time, most of them are play games, read extracurricular books, all kinds of hobbies, as if they have so many time and can't finish. In the company, there are many people, because of a variety of projects, scorched, busy, but the effect of the final project is too bad to be accepted. But there are always some people, easily get things done, and the result is better than you. There is no good or bad goal, but there is a good and bad way to achieve the goal. A good method must not be based on the feeling, must be rational, targeted, and can be improved. What would you do if you were to work in a foreign trade service company and let you sell the company's services to businessmen who do foreign trade? Most people will do this. Every day make the phone call, and then go door to door selling the products. But there was one person who did this. First of all, he found that foreign trade merchants have a common behavior, which is send international express, so he makes a good relationship with the international courier. Secondly, he found that foreign trade merchants recruit generally through the newspaper to release job advertisements, so he improves his relationship with the newspaper company. Then, he stores 50,000 overseas customer information on his phone, and send out blessing message during the festival. So, the courier told him the news, the newspaper company told him the news. When the overseas customers have demand, they will first think of him. When someone else signed 2 orders in 1 month, he had signed 17 in 1 month. All the hard work that is done without thinking and all by feeling is an inefficient effort. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.